Hello, let me show you the best features, specs and settings of Galaxy A36 5G. And first of all, we are gonna start for sure from the settings. So we got support into the Wi-Fi 6. As you can see, I'm currently connected into one Wi-Fi 6 network. And also we can find some support for Wi-Fi calling. Next, we can also find NFC, so we can pay with this device. And when you go to the SIM manager, we can also find support for eSIMs, which is actually pretty great. When you open the mobile networks, we can find support for 5G. And now when we go to the more connection settings, we can also find VPN support. And by going into connected devices, we can find Android Auto, so you can connect this device straight into your car. But also you can use screen mirroring, so you can easily connect this device into your TV. Now by going into sounds and vibration and going to the sound quality and effects, we can find Dolby Atmos and sound equalizer, so we can set up frequencies up to your preferences. By going to notifications, we can actually find edge lighting style. And let me show you all the styles: Echo, Spotlight, Hard, Fireworks, Eclipse, and you can even customize them up to your preferences. Now by going forward, when you go for this advanced settings, we will be able, not here, actually when you go to the display and click and hold the middle button, we can actually find the circle to search. Then we can also find 120 Hz refresh rate. And when you go back from this one and go to the battery, we can find fast charging. Yeah, here we can find 45 watts fast charging. You can also find here support for video and GIF wallpapers for home screen and lock screen. On the lock screen, you can actually set them up by using default Samsung wallpaper menu, but for the home screen, it's a little bit more complicated because you will have to use a TikTok application and TikTok plugin, but for sure you can do this. And by going forward, when we just go back from those settings and go into home screen, we can actually find the option to rotate home screen into the landscape mode, which is actually pretty rare. Take a look. Yes, we can do this. And it's still supporting the live wallpapers. So that's like pretty cool. And now when we go forward, we can also find here an always on display, as you can see. Here we can also find biometrics like the fingerprint sensor, which is built into the display, and the face recognition. Now when you go back from this one and open the lock screen, the lock screen and AOD, we can also find now bar on the lock screen for sure. And then by going to the security and the privacy, we can find here secure folder. So as you know, the secure folder allows you to clone apps, to lock apps with password, to lock your files like photos, videos and stuff like this. It's probably one of the most advanced feature on this phone. By going into advanced features, we can find support for AI features, like for example the AI select, read aloud, the object eraser and the gallery. And by going into some other settings, like for example the game booster, we can find here the bypass charging. As you can see, there's also dedicated game booster mode and function that will allows you to clone some messages, some messenger applications like Facebook, WhatsApp and stuff like this. And also in this phone you can find dual SIM slot, so you can input 2 physical SIM cards. Now by going forward, we can also go into the camera where we can find 50 megapixel mode with really great quality. Let me quickly show you. This photo was taken with 50 megapixel mode, and take a look how many details we can find on the lens of my iPhone, even some pieces of the dust. Also in this phone, we can find super slow motion mode. There we go. And there's also the optic image stabilization. And in my opinion, this is the best features of the Galaxy A36 5G.